Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. You're watching Big Fish Lad, and today we're gonna show you the Carpintis Cichlid. So I have been sort of like promising you that for a few weeks now. We have actually had him for quite a while, and obviously with everything that's been going on, and you know, I had him in the community tank. He was fighting with the green terror, and he's actually given the green terror a bit of a beating. But what I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna show you him, and we'll just talk a little bit around where he's from, how I've come to get him, and stuff like that. So so I tell you what, let's head over to him now, and we'll show him you at last. Okay, so there he is, the Carpintis Rio Hondo Cichlid. Yep, he is a Rio Hondo. He originates from, well, when I say originates, he was shipped in from Cichlids of the Americas, and he was brought over by Lynx Fish. That unfortunately Lynx Fish are not going anywhere anymore. They're a company in the UK. They were owned by a guy called Rob Johnston, but yeah, he's not doing it at the moment. I'm not sure whether it's fully ended, but yeah. So anyway, my friend Dave from Dave Cichlids brought this Carpintis over, and as you can see today, he's not very lively. He's just sat next to that cave. He's not to be honest with you, he's not a lively fish, to be honest. He is, well, you put him in with other fish, and well, saying that, he's okay with most fish, but the green terror, he absolutely levered him. So yeah, he's not very soft, but yeah, he's on his own now. Well, he's in with a couple of plecos, so yeah. Anyway, so where am I going? So do you remember when I got the female Trimax? Well, the female Trimac and the other Trimax, which again was about 8 months ago. It's my friend Dave from Dave Cichlids that got the order from Rob to his house. So we've always done orders together from Lynx Fish, and he's always had them shipped to his house, and either I go to his or he's been to mine. And we've both had quite a few, well, he's had a lot more fish than me off Rob, and I've had some fish off Rob. Yeah, so anyway, I got the Trimax Cichlid, and he got an order, and he got a male and female Rio Hondo Carpintis. This is the male. He sadly lost the female, which is pretty shit, but yeah. And then obviously now what happened was, as I was giving up a lot of my tanks, he contacted me and said, I'm getting rid of all my big American cichlids. And I think if you've followed me for a long time, I did a feature on his tank. I did a feature on a few guys' American community tanks, and I featured his tank, and he had some big Vihaya and mostly Vihaya, this Rio Hondo, and some Sevs in his tank. And yeah, he got fed up. He's now keeping smaller fish, so he's got a planted tank, and he's kept the Etraspilla. So he had a pair of Etraspilla, so he's kept them out of that tank. And he asked me if I would take this. And to be honest with you guys, I couldn't say no. I couldn't say no. I think I'd have been stupid saying no to this fish, to be fair. Sorry about the glare of the other tank. I should have turned it off, but I didn't. Yeah, so I think I'd have been daft saying no to this fish. He's about 6 inches, but I've had him for a while. I've had him for a couple of months now, to be fair. And I've just not showed you him because I wanted him to settle, because obviously I lost my Carpintis, which I had for 2 years. That was a Escondido. Then I lost the Blue Texas Cichlid, so the Cyano Texas Cichlid, and I just wanted to let him settle. Like I say, he's we moved into this tank, and he's been in this tank now, and he seems fine. He can see the Trimac next door, and actually when he spots the Trimac, it brings him to life a little bit. So he's in this tank, and it's not massive. It's 4 foot long. I think I can't remember how wide it is, but it's 24 inches high. It's about 260 litres. He shares it with a couple of plecos. There's an look at him trying to get that's a pleco in there. There's an L25 pleco in there, which I need to keep an eye on that, because it's an expensive pleco. I think he wants to get in it, to be honest with you. I might need to put him a cave in. Now, the reason being, it's not the biggest tank in the world. I wanted to give him some swimming room, but I think I might have to put a cave in for him, because I'm not sure whether he's trying to get in it, because he don't usually attack him when they're out, and there's a nugget, gold nugget in there. Yeah, so it's filtered with the APS internal, as you know I use them, and some sponges. That's more than enough for these fish. Yeah, so what can we tell you about this fish that you don't already know? The answer to that is there isn't anything I can tell. If you watch my videos, I'm sure you've watched Andy Wood's, I'm sure you've watched the Cichlid Dojo, and they've got these fish, the Rio Hondo, you know, and they've spoken in depth about those fish. So the only thing I would say is that they grow to about 8 inches. So in theory, this tank will be okay for a bit. But again, I'm not even thinking about that right now. He's okay. As soon as he isn't, then I'll think about it. I don't want to plan anything like that. But yeah, he's a stunner. I just wanted to show him to you because I did promise, and I have had people messaging me saying, well, not messaging, commenting, saying when you're going to show him us. Now, I have shown him loads on my Instagram account, so if you follow me on Instagram, look, you can see the Trimat gets pretty angry. If you follow me on Instagram, you will have already seen this guy. You would have already seen him. And we haven't got a name for him, so if anybody wants to give him a name or give me an idea for a name, I will consider it. We've got Trigger the Trimat, we've got Jagger the Red Devil, and we need a name for this fella now. But yeah, he's a stunner. Rio Hondo Carpintis, and yeah, from Cichlids of the Americas. Oh, let's have a look at him. How beautiful is he, though? I mean, I must admit, my last one was an Escondido, and I've got to say, these are nicer. And I'd say the reason I think these are nicer is I just think the pattern's a little bit better, and the colour. The colour is better on these than they are on the Escondido. There's not much difference, to be honest. There's not much difference, but I do think these are nicer. And I think if I did a poll, other people would say these are nicer than the Escondido. But both amazing, amazing fish. Yeah, guys, and that's him. So like I say, if you've got an idea for a name, pass it on, and we'll consider it. Also, guys, if you do like this kind of content, do me a favour and consider subscribing. Subscribe to the channel, it helps me out. It's easy to subscribe. Click the bell while you're there to get notifications. And if I start to bore you at any point, feel free to leave. Also, guys, I put a poll on my community tab the other night to see if anybody wanted to see more of my L number plecos. Now, obviously, I have a lot of followers on Instagram, and I know that they want to see more of my plecos, and some of them want to see it on YouTube. So I will do some, I suppose, I've got quite a few plecos, so what I'll do is I'll do some species profiles on them, if that makes sense. So for instance, I've got an L330, I'll do a video on him, because it's not easy to get all the plecos out at one time, because a lot of them are in caves. But yeah, anyway guys, we're going to wrap this video up now, so see you in a minute. Okay guys, that's the Carpintis, and hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed him. You know, we'll do more updates on him when obviously he gets bigger, and yeah, we'll do some updates on the other fish as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through all the tanks that I've got now. Say all the tanks, not many now, and then we'll do a full fish room tour after that. Anyway, guys, I'm going to call it a day. That's me. I am out. I will see you on the next video. See you later.